I've never made a video before, but when I saw this, I knew I had to. I don't know how many of you know have heard of the recent event that's after happened regarding a milkshake and Brexit. Yeah, a very strange correlation, but here's what happened. I'm looking here on a website called usatoday.com, and one of the headlines is "Man arrested for throwing milkshake on Brexit leader Nigel Farage to protest his racism." Racism written in quotation marks. Now, of course, Nigel Farage has been in the news a lot, especially over the past 2 or so years, nearly 3 years actually, regarding the whole Brexit deal, and the left aren't happy with it. The left aren't happy with him because he's one of the only ones that has sense about this, that he is trying to get the UK to leave the EU. And this is a blatant childish attack on the right done by the left, and a very kind of Antifa style but more dumbed down version of attack by throwing a milkshake on him. Now, of course, no normal person, normal I mean non-leftist, non-liberal, would have done this to anybody. Like, for example, no one would have done this to Hillary Clinton. Well, probably not. But the point is, it's ridiculous that this is now, they can't defend their points, their reason why they want to stay. They can't justify it properly. They don't like that the other side, our side, is winning and that they have gotten the vote, because we all want the UK to leave. It would be the best for them, and they see it as it's bad because we have to help all these immigrants coming in and all that stupid stuff. So they think, oh, what are we going to do now? We've protested, that's not going to work. We've already caused a lot of trouble, that's not going to work anymore. And some idiot had to come up with the idea and go, oh, let's throw a milkshake at Nigel Farage. Okay, so what it says here is that in Newcastle, in England, a man said he was protesting against Nigel Farage's bile and racism. So that's his justification for throwing a milkshake on him. Now, this was said on Tuesday that Paul Crowder, aged 32, had been charged with common assault and criminal damage for throwing the banana and salted caramel shake. So he had a particular flavour in mind, he must have as well, from the Five Guys on the Brexit Party leader. Seems a little bit of waste of money as well. I wouldn't have wasted however much it costs to get a milkshake, £2-3 on somebody I didn't like. Farage's suit was left covered by the milky treat during a campaign stop ahead of the European Parliament election, which begins on Thursday. These elections are held every 5 years. Nigel Farage, a long-time opponent of the EU, was a leader of the Leave campaign in 2016. He railed against politicians' betrayal of the Brexit vote and May's shameful efforts to strike an exit deal with the EU. A fan of President Donald Trump, he also derided the career political class. Farage's party wants to leave the EU without a deal in place, and experts have warned that such a move could seriously damage the country's economy, but Farage and his supporters have dismissed those concerns as Project Fear. And they're completely right in that. Completely true. All of these so-called experts that would appear on the BBC or Sky or any of these other British mainstream media will come on and ramble on about nothing, saying, "Oh, it'll that the country will implode with um, with loss of jobs, or that the economy will go down and racism is going to spike," when they're being seriously damaged already, and leaving the EU will make them realize how badly they've been damaged. The longer you stay in the EU, the more culture of your own country you're going to lose. And I've experienced that in my own little country called Ireland, which is right next to the UK. And it's widespread. It's every country in the EU are suffering this. And the UK have their opportunity to leave, but a lot of stupid people aren't going to take that opportunity because they don't know how to think for themselves. They'll watch the news and they go, "Oh, whatever's been said on that, we'll go whatever they say," and we'll throw up loads of these baseless arguments. And if they challenge us, then they're racist, then they're sexist, then they're whatever they are, and we'll throw our milkshakes at them. So, reading further down, it says Nigel Farage is not the first right wing politician to fall victim to a milkshake attack. So, apparently, Tommy Robinson, which has been in the news a lot as well recently, um, was pelted by milkshakes twice in 2 days earlier this month. Now, I didn't hear about that, I only heard about the Nigel Farage. And I'm glad here that they didn't say he was a far right politician, just right wing, because there's been a lot of cases where they will throw up the argument saying far right when they're actually not. This whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. Here we go, the less causing trouble again. Jeez, that's all you hear about now. They can't do anything in a normal way. They always just have to cause trouble. And in response to this, well, not really in response, more in agreement, Burger King decided to get involved. And they came out and said in a tweet, "Dear people of Scotland, we're selling milkshakes all weekend. Have fun. Love Burger King," or BK as they put it. Hashtag just saying. Now, this isn't the first time that Burger King has been very liberal. So they came out there again this month with their attempt on trying to make people aware of mental health issues with their not everyone, I think it's what they called it, was not everyone's always happy meal, with these really depressing colors and faces on it of sad people, sad pictures, like you'd have a frowny face or a sad face or whatever it was. And that was a take on the happy meal from McDonald's, when it's all very bright and it's to it's meant to cheer you up. But with Burger King, with Burger King, it's not good. They done the exact opposite, thinking that they were going to be really woke about it, and now they're coming out and saying this. But of course, going back to the milkshakes, they throw it at a right wing politician. But I bet you 100% that if you were to do that in reverse, where it was someone thrown at a left wing politician, you would be in serious trouble. Oh my god, the internet would castrate you for doing that. And it would be World War Three if that was to happen. Double standards. Double standards are taking over this world beyond belief. And it would end up that person could be even in jail because of they threw Milkshake at a leftist politician, but it's completely okay and completely justified to throw it at a right wing politician like Nigel Farage just because he was so called racist. Well, that's the end of my first video. Maybe my only one, I don't know. Depends how annoyed I get over the next while with these left wing liberal mess ups. They're not news, they're just mess ups. And hopefully you enjoyed that little rant. Thanks for watching.